The sunflower has a very special meaning for me. While marching back from work detail to Mauthausen one day, we passed a German cemetery, and every grave was planted a sunflower. Hundreds of them. How lucky they all were to be remembered. We would be thrown into a pit and forgotten, but all of these people had their own sunflower, a sort of periscope through which the dead can receive light and love, a looking glass, allowing all of those individuals to understand that they are not forgotten. This is my yacht site for the 6 million, my remembrance. Shortly after the war, several of us volunteered to retrieve Jewish prayer books that from a basement in a castle in southern Austria. Thousands of Talmuds and Bibles intended to be exhibited in Nazi museums as relics of an extinct race. While packing up some prayer books retrieved from an orphanage in Issy, France, this piece of paper fell out. An 11-year-old boy named Albert wrote, "Dear stranger, the Germans are coming for me next. I am the last one. But do not pity me, for I am no longer dead. Now that you have read this letter, I will live in your heart. Please promise to remember me. I trust you, signed Albert." And so I made a promise to remember Albert. I remember Albert by making sure his murderers don't get away with it. I remember Albert by making sure that tomorrow's murderers understand that they won't get away with it. This is how I remember Albert. And today, as I retire, give up and go home, it is Albert's words that I hear. I trust you. Powerful words. I trust you. I don't think in my lifetime I have ever said these words to another person. You are an American group, yes? Yeah. It is appropriate. I come full circle. I have always enjoyed my friendship with Americans. I was visiting a college in New Jersey, and the teacher asked if anyone knew who I was. And one of the students raised their hand and said, "Oh yeah, you're a guy who won the Academy Award for playing Laurence Olivier." Olivier played me in the film The Boys from Brazil. Personally, I liked his Hamlet more than his Wiesenthal, but what do I know? Hollywood has made a few films about my work, some good, some not so good, but they all serve to keep the public's interest alive. I provided information for the film The Odessa File, starring John Voight and Maximilian Schell. Odessa, that was a good movie. Odessa was a secret Nazi organization that helped SS men escape to South America. Now, the antagonist in the film was based on the Nazi fugitive Edward Rashomon, who I had been chasing for years. when moviegoers learned that he was responsible for 38,000 deaths, including 800 children, Rashomon became a wanted man. Tips on his whereabouts began pouring in from around the world. I received a box from Bolivia. Inside was a carefully packed champagne glass and a note from a couple who thought they had spotted Rashomon in the restaurant. They succeeded in getting his fingerprints on the glass. I had the prints tested, and sure enough, they were the actual fingerprints of Maximilian Schell. However, after the film's release in 1974, the real Rashomon became a wanted man. He found no peace. He moved from one rented room to the next in fear of being discovered. 3 years later, Edward Rashomon had a massive heart attack. I am happy to have disrupted his peaceful retirement.